Welcome to GNT, your one-stop shop for gaming news and whatever else we want to talk about. I'm Nick.
And I'm Brandon.
Welcome to our 50th episode. To start the episode, I will play the Leroy Jenkins sound effect 50 times, or just once.
That's a good call.
All right, to start, we have news that Five Nights at Freddy's 6 is no longer being made. Creator Scott Cawthon confirmed they stopped working on the game and it will not happen. Basically, he said that he just doesn't want to make them anymore, and that there's pressure to keep making them better. I mean, if you don't want to work on a game, I mean, you're not gonna push it and make it better and better. So, I mean, I completely understand that.
I'm really broken up about this.
Are you?
And by that I mean not at all. I mean, it's a mobile game, and there are some mobile games that are pretty deep, but I'm sure he's probably done pretty well financially to the point where now he can afford to be like, okay, like I'm not doing this anymore. It's time to do something I want to do or something different, instead of trying to rehash the same kind of one-trick pony.
Yeah, I'm amazed that they had 5 successful games.
Yeah. Well, they were going to do a movie, I thought, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I do remember hearing about that, but yeah, it's crazy. I mean, imagine making a game, having it take off like that, and then.
Well, I mean, it's just like Candy Crush.
Yeah.
And so they have a TV show, Candy Crush, a TV show. Come on. I guess that's where we're heading these days. Is some kind of garbage.
Whatever the people want.
Yeah.
He said he is going to work on other games, though. StarCraft Remastered will be released August 14th. It'll be $15, and it'll be bundled with the Brood War expansion. I played the second one, and it was a fun strategy game. Had some different aspects that I liked about it.
Yeah, it might be worth checking out for $15. I mean, it's just kind of like the Necromancer pack that we just got into. $15, and it's added quite a bit. I would say easily justifiable of the $15.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you played Diablo before, I think that you could easily justify buying this and playing it. So
yeah, I think I checked today and I had like 30 some hours on my Necromancer, or I don't know if that's right. Either way, a lot of time, and I continue to keep playing for $15, like you said, and it's good. People on Reddit discovered a way to make money through GameStop trade-in deals. Basically, they had a deal where you buy 2 used games, get 1 free, and then if you trade in 6 games, you get an extra 60% on trade-in value, and then 70% if you're a member. So basically, they would either take 6 of their games, or like go to Walmart and buy cheap games, take them in, trade them in, get the extra money, take those games, go to another GameStop, trade them in, get the extra money, and keep doing this. And I know one person I heard used the value to get an Xbox One, PS4 Pro, PS VR, and a bunch of games for it. And it was weird because I read a couple articles and watched a YouTube video on this, and some people reacting like these people did something wrong. And to me, the way I looked at it was, hey, this is GameStop's deal. I mean, they took advantage of it. I mean, I don't think that makes them bad people, but
no. It's just like stock market or anything else. Some people can make money off of it. Some people lose money. It's just one of those things where they found out how to make it work for them financially, and they were able to do so. And that's not to say it'd work for everybody, even though they showed everybody. I mean, not everybody can make it work to that level. So it's just I don't have at this point. I don't really have the desire to. But,
No, I don't either. I'd imagine by this point GameStop has done something about it, but I don't know. There's the official Chinese Hearthstone website had an image of 9 of the Hearthstone heroes and text that loosely translated to Knights of the Frozen Throne, which has been rumored to be the next expansion for it. The new expansion will be announced tonight. I'm not sure what time exactly, during the HCT Spring Championship. So I don't know if I'd go play Hearthstone. I tried it and I didn't get into it like some people, but the Lich King, I mean, expansion, I think it was probably the most popular of all of them. Then we had Star Wars Battlefront 2. List of heroes has been partially leaked. This isn't all of them. Some of them we already knew about. But we have Boba Fett, Han Solo, Leia, Luke, Bossk, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, the Emperor, Grievous, Iden, who's a new hero in the story mode, Kylo Ren, Lando, Maul, Phasma, Rey, and Yoda. So it looks like they're going to have a pretty good list of them, which kind of gets me excited. I mean, if they have Bossk and Lando, I'd imagine they have quite a few heroes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just the first one left a bad taste in my mouth. So I mean, even though the promise is there, like I said, with so many other developers bringing a lot of good games to the table, it's just really hard to get behind something. If you didn't like the first coming of it, chances are you're not gonna like the second. So it's just one of those things where, at this point, I think it's too little, too late.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like they're, trying to make up for it, which obviously they should be since it was a shortcoming on their part. But yeah, we'll see how it is when it comes out. Well, that's all the news that was this week. There wasn't too much. Like you said, been playing Diablo 3. Necromancer had a long stream earlier today where we played through the whole thing in a few hours. I'm excited. We're at 70 and we're leveling up someone else to 70, so I'm excited to get there and
we got 52.
Yeah.
So
in a few hours.
Yeah. So and now like doing the bounties thing, that doesn't take long to get from that to 70, and then you get to do the bounties and you get a lot of good items and money and build your way up. So then at 70 you can start doing some gear and stuff and it's fun. I put Ghost Recon in last night, fired it up, didn't get a chance to play really, but they introduced that Tier 1 mode, and I was interested in it, and then I did a little bit more research on it, and I'm excited to try it, but I'm also thinking that it's not broken, but I'm thinking if you can... I don't know how much rollover you get. I still have to experiment, but you could just play the Tier 1 mode at the lowest rank, which is rank 50, and you work towards 1. So, in theory, you could play and play and play and play and play, and then have all those points roll over and then activate it, and then be rank 1, and not have to go through like the super extreme difficulty. So you get that, notoriety of being rank 1, but not have to do it. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, the problem is right now, Tuesday, Final Fantasy 12 HD remake comes out. So I'm gonna be devoting a lot of my time to that. So.
Yeah, a game that came out this week and I didn't even realize I'd been looking forward to was the Crash Bandicoot remake, so I'm going to have to run out and grab that and play through it.
I like the first one, whether I'd play through all... And I kind of thought the same thing. I thought, that's one of those games where it was a simpler time back then.
Yeah.
So I thought, that would be kind of neat to replay it, but I don't know, they don't make... or you don't hear about as much as games of that kind of style, of just kind of the lighthearted platforming and stuff, other than Mario.
Yeah.
You really don't run into that a lot, and not to the level that Crash Bandicoot was for PlayStation. Crash Bandicoot was, their go-to mascot there for a while.
Yeah.
I remember the commercials were pretty funny where he'd be doing stupid shit. But, it's just one of those things where, that used to be the go-to for PlayStation, and now it's changed to your Call of Duties, your Destinies, which it just came on later today, but they had about the open beta starting the 20th.
Oh.
And if you pre-order the game, you get early access to it. And what you can play the beginning part. Mm-hmm. You can play One Strike, and then you can play some of the multiplayer. So quite a bit.
Cool, yeah.
Bringing quite a bit to the table. The only problem I saw with what they were showing, it just reminded me an awful lot of the first. You know, graphically, gameplay. Even though like the trailer and stuff was fresh and sort of different, I don't know if, because at first I kind of thought, oh, okay, this is, you know, they're kind of doing a fresh, not a fresh start, but the more I'm seeing of it, the more I'm like, yeah, that's Destiny. I'm like, that's the Destiny I kind of think of whenever I think of Destiny 1. So I don't know how much they actually are changing. I think a lot of it is going to stay the same. You know, and I don't know if they've announced it yet, but I'm anxious to see how much of your character carries over.
Yeah.
I honestly am.
It's still a big thing.
Well, it's like, it takes not a huge amount of time, but it takes some time to flesh out a character. And, you know, and I liked my hunter, and I had them all maxed out and stuff, and it's just one of those things where I'd like some of that to carry over. I don't care if it all carries over, but I'd like something to carry over, something to show that I've invested not as much time as some people, but I've invested quite a bit of time in the game, you know, and I'd like that to kind of translate into the second one, or transfer over to the second one, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I'm not sure if they would, because if you're starting the same place someone starts at level 1, I mean, you could have it scale, I guess, to level and do it that way, but I'm not sure exactly how you do it.
Yeah, I don't know to what, like I said, it'll be interesting to see to what degree they help you out with that, so, but it's just one of those things, I guess time will tell. You know, and then Diablo, we've been playing that, and it's funny because I hit level 70 Monday, and I played it, I think, a little bit Monday evening, and just doing those bounties and stuff, I was able to go from, you know, starting to do hard mode. I was on hard mode, and then I bumped it up to the next one, which I think was Master,
Expert or Master.
Expert, and then there's Master, then there's Torment.
Yeah.
And, you know, it didn't take, like, the jump from Master to Master to Expert to Torment, or whatever it was. I'm on max difficulty now. I'm not having a real hard time doing it, and I'm anxious to get, there's a gear set and a kind of a, I guess it is kind of a cheap build that you can do where you have bone armor up and basically you just move around, and it's got like a real quick cooldown on the blood rush, so you can just run through enemies and just deal a shit ton of damage. With bone armor swirling around, there's I think it's the Incenarius set. The bone armor spins around you and then does damage. So that's the kind of the build. I kind of looked into getting. I have a couple pieces of the gear, which they've made it easier to get the gear. It's just I gotta really work at it in the right way. Once you get that Kanai cube or Canny's cube or whatever it's called, it really opens up a lot of possibilities, and it'll be interesting because then it really makes the grind. If you don't get the drops that you want, you can make stuff, and it's kind of cool because then it's just, you know, it just opens up a lot of possibilities. And then what's another cool thing is if you get a gear set piece and you're like, awesome, and then you get the same one for like the legs, then you can transform that, keep it in the same gear set, but change it to a helm or change it to a chest piece. There's different formulas, and
nice.
I haven't done a lot of messing or you know, changing of them, but like I crafted some, like a gold helm, and then so I went to change it into a higher piece, and I got a legendary or an orange helmet out of it. Well, okay, I was looking for a gear set piece, but I ended up getting a pretty decent piece for it, and I'm like, oh, that works, you know, piece that I could use that was an upgrade. So right now I'm sitting at quite a bit of orange gear on my character. I really need to do a weapon and get a good scythe, you know, leveled up. But you know, it's pretty neat, and it opens up a lot of possibilities. The only thing is you go through the crafting material quick, and you got to do the bounties to get those treasures at the end, because those have a lot of different crafting materials you need in order to do the transformations and stuff. So it really has you grinding out to get that, but it's not as random. There's a little bit more control, and I kind of like that, because it's like, if you don't get the drops you want, you can kind of make those happen anyways. So, it's just an interesting thing. And then I think you can take like a helm and change it into like, a gear set piece. And then once it does roll into a gear set, you're locked into that gear set whenever you start doing trying to change it. So, but it brings a lot of possibilities to the game.
Yeah.
And takes a little bit out of you do have some control now of trying to get gear and trying to build builds. So I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, with Final Fantasy 12 coming out, I don't know how much time it'll still keep me wanting to play it. So
yeah. And I did end up getting South Park, The Stick of Truth.
Oh yeah,
fired it up. It's fun.
Yeah, and it's just like the show.
Yeah.
Very, it's a very adult oriented game, but
yeah,
for the price, I mean, it was definitely,
especially when you go into Eric's mom's room.
Oh, sheesh! Say no more. I mean, really, how many does one woman need? That's all I'm gonna say. You'll know,
Yeah.
If you haven't gone, I'll tell you. You think that's bad? Wait until you start going through the neighborhood and like trying to go into random houses. It's pretty interesting. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was surprised though at how good the combat is, and the depth to the combat, and like the world. And I mean, I don't know why I was expecting kind of a cheap video game, but it's good.
Well, it's they've made it work. What's funny is they've kept it very much South Park.
Yeah.
But they were able to apply an RPG element to it that this is very coherent in that game world. And what's funny is did you take a shit yet in the game?
Yeah.
And then you keep the poop so you can throw it at your enemies. I mean, it's like, come on. Like, I love that kind of like craziness,
Yeah.
It's just kind of like one of those things where it's just crazy. So
yeah, I like the humor, and it just like whenever you try to talk to Eric's mom, and Eric will say, "Don't talk to her; she's not part of the game," and just little stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's really funny.
And then whenever you enter your name, enter your name in as douchebag. Can you please confirm this? You have chosen douchebag. I was just like, oh my god, it's just funny. It's just a stupid joke, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
Whether you choose yes or no or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, do you want to wrap it up, or do you want to do some either IO, or?
It's up to you.
We'll do a little bit, just go a little longer. Let me get this. All right. All right, there we go. Now it should. I have to remember how to get to a fresh one. Next. Okay, would you rather burn to death or drown? I've thought about this a lot.
It's kind of morbid that you'd think about this. I would say I'd rather drown.
I was thinking burn to death.
Well, here's the problem with drowning. It doesn't hurt whenever you're initially doing it, but you could burn starting at your feet and it hurt like hell, true. And it would maybe take a while.
I don't know.
I think death comes quicker to you by drowning.
Maybe. That just seems worse to me for some reason.
Then you're clicking it, so you choose.
Let's see what the people say on here. I think drowning would be a lot less painful. Third-degree burns don't hurt until afterwards because the nerves are completely destroyed. Survivors do say that recovery is extremely painful, but with this, it's a non-issue. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But
you're all right.
I'll just pick mine.
So, suck it.
You're right.
People would rather drown.
All right, this one's yours. Get $100 today, or get $1 a day for 200 days.
$100 today.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
Would you rather be very fat and ugly person with a ton of friends that will never get some of the opposite sex, be very skinny and attractive person that has no friends but can get any person?
Oh, that's red for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's the more attractive answer, but you think about it, you get to the end of your life and you look back at it.
And you think, how many people did I screw?
That's true.
Yeah, red.
All right.
Yes. People aren't stupid.
Would you rather be muscular with a busted face, be busty with a gorgeous face?
I'm already busty with a gorgeous face, so I'm going to say I'd rather be muscular with a busted face. Oh. Wow.
You would not be overweight, but you would have some severe curves. Huh. Okay. If you had to do one thing every morning, would you rather need to milk yourself or lay an egg?
That's a dirty question.
Yeah.
Because you could go either way.
I'm going with lay an egg.
Yeah, because it's just like taking a shit.
Yep,
so.
Exactly.
Oh, and that's
That's exactly what he said.
Son of a bitch. That's exactly what he said.
I thought you read that.
No. I was saying, that's what I was thinking.
Would you rather eat 300 donuts in 4 hours for $500, drink a cup of sour milk for $50?
Ooh. Everybody would take the highest money, but there's no way you could eat 300 donuts.
Yeah, that's the question. Is this guaranteeing you can do it, or do you have to attempt to do it?
I don't know. It'd be tough to drink a glass of sour or a cup of sour milk.
$50. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd.
Can you pick neither? I don't know. People, like I said, I'm gonna say most people are gonna say the one for $500.
Is that what you're picking?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right. Yep.
See.
For 3 minutes, would you rather play with dog do like Play-Doh, sit in someone else's
furniture? I would. Oh. I'd probably say sit in someone else's warm urine. But that's...
It says the urine would not be shallow. I wonder how deep they're talking.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking a 3-foot pool of someone else's urine.
Yeah.
Now how long? Oh, for 3 minutes.
3 minutes. I still think I'd take the urine.
No, I would go with the dog shit.
I'm going with this. Ooh,
that's
slight edge, yeah. Would you rather be woken up at 3 a.m. every morning and forced to watch Mrs. Doubtfire? I like Mrs. Doubtfire. Or get punched in the face by an average man once every 2 months? Waking up at 3 a.m. would suck every morning.
Yeah. By an average
That's
man.
tough.
I would do the punched in the face by an average man.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
Yep. Who is more attractive? Jennifer Aniston or Angelina Jolie?
Oh, Jennifer
Aniston. Easy. Oh.
Wow. I wouldn't have thought that. All right.
Do you rather have your fingers become hot dogs forever, have your tears be relatively acidic? Ooh.
I would say to have my tears be relatively
acidic. I mean, how often do you cry?
And
really?
Obviously, if they're, I guess once they come out of the tear ducts, they might burn your face. But
you just have to keep something with you, and as soon as you start crying, just keep it up there so it doesn't burn much. Yeah. Would you rather drive 200 miles well over the legal drunken limit? Drive 200 miles after being awake for 72 hours. In either case, you're alone in the car and it's nighttime. I think I'm going to take the 7 being awake.
I don't know, man.
I mean, that you're probably going to fall asleep.
Well, here's the thing about with being drunk, you're going to sober up over time.
Yeah.
200 miles and that's probably 3 hours of travel. You'd probably be sober or could be close to being sober by the time you're done. But driving drunk is stupid. But driving after being awake for 72 hours is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still think I would say driving drunk because here's the thing. At the end of it, you're actually going to be safer than you started. Whereas if you're up for at least 72 hours, you're going to be even more tired by the time you get done.
That's true. All right, we'll take that one. Oh.
I don't know.
Right. Would you rather be a horse jockey or be a NASCAR driver? I think I'd take NASCAR driver.
I think I'm going to say horse jockey because NASCAR driver, you'd have to be stuck in that car doing a left turn for hours and hours on end. Couple hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, no,
I
changed
horse
my
jockey,
mind.
You're done in 15 minutes.
Yep. A lot of people want to be a NASCAR driver. Be a graphic designer or be an architect?
Oh, I like both. So I'll leave that one up to you. I'd say at the end of the day, it would probably be. I think I'd
take graphic design. Assuming they both pay equally and they would be skilled at, I'm gonna take graphic designer. Would you rather never be able to wear shoes, not be able to touch anything red?
Touch anything red?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how many red things do you touch? Have nipples that constantly change colors like a disco light? Have nipples that look like diamonds?
Either way, people are going to be staring at them no matter what. I would say
the ones that change lights, you can maybe cover up so you don't see the light. I don't know how bright they are, but.
And what do they mean, like, look like diamonds? Like, you have diamond-plated nipples or what?
I don't know.
Like a chick from X-Men?
Yeah.
First Class?
Mm-hmm. Someone might want to steal my diamond nipples. That would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the lights. Oh,
people are greedy.
Geez.
They'd probably be like, I want diamond nipples.
Yeah, I'm going to
cut
sell
them off and sell them. Jeweler, what do you appraise my nipples at?
All right, your turn. Would you rather run someone over or be run over?
Run over someone.
Yep. If you was stranded on a deserted island, what would you do? Try to escape by building a boat, or stay there and wish? I'm gonna stay there and wish I get found.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk the boat.
I'd rather die on the island than at sea.
Yeah, because you don't like to drown.
No, I'd rather burn.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Too many people willing to build a boat.
Yeah. Would you rather watch The Big Bang Theory? Oh, this is your turn. I know what I'd pick. And
I'm going to say watch The Big Bang
Theory.
Theory.
I need to pick that. Wow.
Yeah.
Would you rather be a hawk or be an eagle?
That's yours.
I think I'm going to take eagle if I could, like, live around here. Like, because aren't they, like, protected here?
Sure.
Like, that wouldn't be a bad life. Yeah.
People agree.
Write a book or paint a picture?
Paint a picture. I can barely read a book.
50-50.
Wow. That's almost... And what's scary... Oh, I guess it's off by 3,000.
Yeah.
A little under 3,000. That's crazy.
Be stabbed in the stomach 10 times or be shot in both kneecaps? Shot in both. If you get stabbed 10 times, you're probably going to die.
Well, no, wait a minute. That's a very vague question because it's... What are you being stabbed with? A pin?
I'm assuming... It says either...
What are you being shot with?
Oh, it says either way you get to live, so...
Well, I mean, it's like... If I'm taking a BB gun, I think I'd probably take a BB gun to the knees. I don't know.
I'm gonna say it's like a regular knife.
Not like a butter knife?
No. And then like the average, like a 9mm pistol.
Oh! Alright. That's your pick anyways.
I'm gonna take be shot in the kneecaps.
People agree.
I would do a couple more. Be in jail for a year or live in complete isolation. Oh, I know what I'd pick.
Live in complete isolation. Yeah. No butt raping in isolation.
As long as I have an Xbox or something, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
All right. If you go back in time and sign the Declaration of Independence, would you rather sign your real name or sign using I'm going to do a ridiculous name. Because wouldn't that be hilarious?
No, but that's your pick.
I think it'd be hilarious.
No one agrees with you.
No one agrees with me.
Well, 38%.
All right. Well, that's it for this show. Done 50 shows. Looking forward to 50 more.
Right on.
Right on. Thanks for watching. Check our YouTube channel. Subscribe. You want to listen on SoundCloud. And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next week.